think it's fair to say that was probably one of the best fights and willingness to battle we've seen out of you guys in a while. Let's start with the positives, the takeaways you guys had from that game in terms of effort.
Yeah, no, I just think we showed good character coming back in the second there. Probably could have done a little bit more in the third, but it's a good team. We hung in there for a while. It's an unfortunate outcome.
As far as, the learning lessons, the adversity you guys learned from a few too many opportunities that they took advantage of, what would those areas of improvement be?
I think we did a pretty good job getting to the net. I think not only bodies, but we got a lot of pucks there. I think we were pretty stingy through most of the game. But yeah, I think obviously learn from it, move on, and try to get better.
What stood out about the start that you guys had, bringing your speed and relentless energy against them?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought we were generating throughout the lineup. I thought a lot of guys had good games, and I think when we're playing like that, we were definitely tough to play against. So more of it.
Melka on that power play for Florida, his big saves there. What can you say about his performance when they had a lot of shots in the third period?
Yeah, he played great. I think timely saves, like you said, saves you need, keep you in the game, and he kept us in there. He gave us a chance, and that's all you can ask for.
You guys are 1-7 over your last 8 games, decided by just a single goal. Just curious, how do you get on the other side of winning those ones?
Yeah, you got to find ways to win. I think you look around the league, good teams find ways to win hockey games. Even when they don't have their best or they're close games. So it's something as a group we got to figure out. Obviously, it's been a challenging stretch. We know we have it in the group in the locker room. So trying to figure it out.
How did you guys react to that save on Keller there?
Yeah, it's a good save. He's a good goalie. Obviously, he's been doing it for a long time. But yeah, no, it's too bad. Didn't go ahead.
We know there's frustration when you guys don't walk away with a win. Where do you feel like the source of that frustration comes from? Because the game itself was a well-fought battle.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well. Even in the third, I thought we managed it well. They played really well, and we were on our heels too much. Probably just a few more pucks in deep and a few more offensive zone drives.
Jack mentioned the word character game. What does that mean to you in terms of the way this group plays?
Yeah, they got up early, and we came back and fought hard. And I thought we played well, but want to get the 2 points at the end.
What did you see of your goaltender on that power play that Florida had at the end, and then him stopping all those all those shots in the third?
Yeah, he played really well. Feel for him. We want to get that win for him, and he kept us in it, especially in the end. I think they had like 19 shots in the third, so that comes with power plays, but still too many.
2 goals on the breakaway for you now. How much of a confidence boost is that for you as an individual?
Yeah, it's nice. Just try to use my speed and get above guys. They're man on man, pretty much all over the ice, so just try to beat my guys up the ice.
You scored pretty much the same goal twice. Was that the second time you had it on your stick? Were you just thinking, no, it worked the first time, might as well try it again? Or?
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd see that coming, so I just went to the backhand, and it happened so fast, but just reps and the pre-scout too.
How do you guys get on the other side of a lot of these 1-goal games? Is losing so many, but how do you get on the other side of that?
I think just shoot a few more pucks. Be comfortable in those situations. When the game's tied, I don't think we have to get on our heels. Just keep pressing, keep attacking them, and it's unfortunate, but we play again in 2 nights, so make sure we get one to close it out.
Third period, they have control of the ice, in the offensive puck, control the puck in the offensive zone. Sorry, yeah. Just what is it that you guys can do to kind of gain more control late in the game and try to tilt the ice a little bit?
I think maybe just tighten up our shifts, shorten them up throughout the game. Playing a lot, so guys are tired, guys are banged up, and try to do that. A few more offensive zone draws, and just making sure when we get the puck out, it's going all the way down, not just 3/4 ice.
What are you guys learning right now?
I think that we're in every game, and just have to find a way to get the 2 points.
Obviously, tough pill to swallow, the way it happened. Veggie was really good. I think we showed a lot of character, being down by 2 goals and coming back in the game and give ourselves a chance. Like I said, really frustrating to lose it in that fashion. I think in the third period we got in trouble, we got in the box. That's how they got their momentum. I think at 5-on-5 we played good. A little bit too much on our heels. But mostly from our penalties, and I think we defend well until the last minute.
Something that we talked about pregame was having a strong start, bringing energy, bringing speed in that opening frame. What did you see out of your team there?
Well, I was happy about that. I think we were focused, we were urgent. Obviously, they're a good team, and I think we did a lot of good stuff. I didn't like our start of the second. Well, it's not true. We didn't play bad. We made 2 mistakes, and they capitalized on those 2 mistakes, which is it's not what you want. But at some point, not expecting either to play a perfect game. So there were unforced. The second one was unforced. That I didn't like. But other than that, was not like we were not playing well. We were playing well, made an individual mistake. And then we showed a lot of character to come back in the game and to tie the game. And we had the good momentum. We applied a lot of pressure. We did a lot of good stuff. And like I said, about the third period, that's unfortunate.
Just in terms of the character game, Dylan and Jack both mentioned that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what is the building block for character games? How do you stack those?
Well, there's a couple of things. Obviously, I will need to unpack it, and I'm human too. I'm frustrated. I'm not. It's, like I said, tough pill to swallow. You want to win, or you want to at least get a point out of that game. So I will need to unpack it. But one thing we generate from different fashion. We had a good net presence. If I'm not. Florida is one of the most stingy team in the league, and we generate a fair amount of opportunity, above three of expected goal for. So we generate way more than what they normally give. That's a positive. Obviously, we'll have loved to defend a little bit better, especially in the third. I think like I said, I don't want to repeat too much, but get the momentum on their power play, and it's tough for us to regain the momentum after.
As it pertains to your better start in the first period tonight, where would you credit where that came from?
I think the urgency of the guys. I think I said it this morning. We knew the guys were ready. We played a good game. Just need to find a way to win. That's at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. It's playing a good game. It's like hitting the post. You have no points when you hit the post. So you need to stop hitting the post and go post in, and finding the way to win games.
Both goalies had some really big saves. What did you think of the goaltending tonight?
I think you said it right. Yeah. They were high-level save on both sides. We could have separated ourselves way before the third period, but they could have won the game before the last minute as well. Veggie made key saves.
Bigger picture, but what are you guys learning right now?
Well, the first thing that nobody will convince me our guys are not resilient. Through adversity, you saw how they react during the game, the prep for the game, the way we start the game, et cetera, et cetera. I think our guys are digging deep as well. I think it was last week a really demanding schedule, and I felt the guys did everything they could to manage the rest the right way. And today we had energy. Today we were not a tired team. So that as well, we learned that as a young team, and they will have a lot of teaching moment in that game. There's one thing to be a good NHL player. There's another thing to play a brand of hockey like Florida play, and the physicality and everything. And they will have a lot of good teaching opportunity for us.
How'd you feel Jack McBain did without having Lawson Cross for the first time in a long time?
Did really good. That line played really good. Booter played a solid game. Karts been his old self, and Banner as well. I'm really happy about the result of that line. They compete, they play direct, they play fast, they communicate a lot on the bench. If you look at that at that line, the body of work, and change the matchup at some point in the game, and they were match up against top six and an elite top six, and did a good job.
Take away the last minute of the first and third, and it's a completely different outcome. How do you get the full 20 minutes?
If you know, can you let me know, please? You know what I mean? there's a difference between this one and the one we had, example, a little bit before. That was not a lack of intensity. That was not a lack of focus. That was not a lack of good intention. There's, guys tip a puck in the air. We should have been tighter in our coverage, but it's not like it's a breakdown where we were sleeping and we were soft and we were casual and we're not urgent. That's, for me, it's it happened before that, in my opinion, in the sense of, like I said, after their second power play, which we killed, which we did a good job, we must be able after to regain momentum and to establish a little bit of forecheck, a little bit of ozone play, to relieve a little bit of pressure and regain a little bit of momentum. And we were not capable of doing that. So at some point, we're in the rope. We played good defensively, but at some point you need to have a little bit of relief. And if there's something, we need to find a way to regain momentum in those tough situations, which we did at multiple occasions this year in key moment where, okay, we had a bad 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 minutes, whatever it might be, and we're able to, break it and gain the momentum. So we need to get from, let's say, 10 minutes and now being able to shrink that, which you will not have the momentum for 60 minutes. So the opponent has a say in the game, and they will play good and they will make good play, and they're high-end player in every team. So stuff will happen. But if you, after losing momentum for a period of time, if you can break the momentum, have some neutral shift, and then having some good shift where you gain traction and momentum, now the momentum change, a confident change. We could not do that in the third. We could not break their momentum.
Kind of piggybacking off of Cole's question, just you mentioned you're a young team, and just kind of what are the gaps left that you want to fill to become a playoff contending team, a championship contending team like Florida is, obviously.
Yeah, it's I don't want to get ahead of myself, but first it's day by day. You cannot try to go too fast in the process. You need, like I said, today we have a lot of learning moment for a lot of young and not so young player as well. There's a lot of momentum swing. There's a lot of momentum management. There's a lot of timing in what we did at time. A few battled physically. We need to get more involved. Those kind of things. There's always teaching moment. But when you play against Stanley Cup champion, or when you play in front of your fans after I've been on the road for a long time, those are key moments. You need to be able to raise to the occasion and play in those key situations. And it's not just age. Because I will give you an example. Dylan Guenther, when the occasion is there, he's a big-time player. And he's 22 years old. So it's not just age. It's a mindset to have. Some have it early. Some has to be built. But those are stuff we need to be better as a team at being able to stay composed and being able to bounce back or regain the momentum and those kind of things. I think today there were a lot of moments in the game where we stayed even kill. They went 3-1. There were no panic. Everybody was focused. Everybody was laser focused, a lot of urgency. Loved this. I loved it. I was kind of, okay, that's good for it. That's really good. Then we came back, and that gave us some juice. Then we got in the third, and there were nothing happening. Everything was good. Then we took a penalty. Okay. Unfortunate. They had a good power play. Okay. They had a few shots. Now we lose momentum a little bit. Then we take another one. Whoop. Okay. Now they had another good power play, which we did a good job to defend it. But now they have the momentum. Now we need to be able to break that, and that will be teaching opportunity for us.